Imagine this. Betty, a 72-year-old retired bookkeeper from Iowa, wakes up every morning to the gentle hum of silence in her own home. Oh, rushing footsteps, no voices calling her name. Just peace, but some mornings that peace felt a little too quiet, a little too empty. Betty loved her independence, she really did, but there were days when the silence pressed against her chest, like a weight she couldn't name. If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. According to the Pew Research Center, more than 1 in F are adults over 60 in the United States live by themselves, and while living alone can feel freeing, it can also feel lonely, sometimes heartbreakingly so. But here's the truth that changed everything. NG for Betty, loneliness and solitude are not the same thing. One drains you, the other can strengthen you. Today, we're going to uncover 5 science-backed secrets that helped Betty and thousands of others like her turn quiet days into peaceful ones and solitude into something surprisingly powerful. Welcome to Senior Health Facts, your trusted home for practical, heartfelt advice on living our healthiest, happiest life after 60. If staying strong, independent, and emotionally connected matters to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Let's walk this journey together. Living alone after 65 is becoming more common every year. Whether it's due to the loss of a spouse, adult children living far away, or simply choosing independence, and as of older adults are navigating life solo. And while independence brings freedom, it also brings challenges that aren't always talked about. Studies from Harvard Health and the Mayo Clinic reveal something critical. Chronic loneliness isn't just an emotional burden, it's a medical one. Prolonged isolation has been linked to increased risks of heart disease, high blood pressure, depression, cognitive decline, and even early mortality. In fact, researchers have found that loneliness can be as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, but here's the hopeful part. The same research shows that emotional connection, daily purpose, and simple routines can dramatically improve both mental and physical health. Even if you live alone, you don't need a crowded house. To feel fulfilled, you need meaning. You need structure. You need connection, even in small doses. Betty discovered this truth one quiet Tuesday morning when she realized something profound. She wasn't lonely because she lived alone. She was lonely because she had stopped living with intention. That realization changed everything. So if your days feel too empty or your home feels too quiet, these 5 habits may be exactly what you need to turn loneliness into peace and solitude into strength. Before we dive into the solutions, let's talk about what often gets in the way, the hidden traps that quietly rob you of joy and energy. The first trap is letting the day happen to you. When you live alone, there's no one reminding you to get up, eat breakfast, or get dressed. Without structure, time starts to blur. You wake up late, skip meals, stay in your pajamas until noon or all day. It feels harmless at first, but over time, that lack of rhythm quietly erodes your motivation and your sense of purpose. According to the National Institutes of Health, consistent daily routines support cognitive function and help regulate stress hormones like cortisol. Without routine, your body and mind lose their sense of grounding. Sharon, a 68-year-old former nurse's aide from Indiana, used to wake up whenever she felt like it. No alarm, no plan. I thought I was enjoying freedom, she told us. But really, I was just drifting. The second trap is talking only to the TV. Many older adults unconsciously replace human voices with television, YouTube videos, or the radio. While it may feel Comforting to hear voices in the background, it doesn't activate the same social brain circuits needed to feel truly connected. Your brain craves interaction, not just passive listening. Charles, a 70-year-old retired construction worker from Missouri, realized he was watching TV for 8 hours a day, not because he enjoyed it, but because it filled the silence. I thought I was keeping myself company, he said, but I never felt less alone. The third trap is neglecting your home environment. A cluttered, dimly lit space often reflects and reinforces emotional fog, piles of mail, dusty curtains, burned-out light bulbs. These small things may seem insignificant, but research from the Mayo Clinic shows that simple environmental cues, like natural light and organized spaces, improve mood and reduce fatigue. Donna, a 74-year-old widow from Kentucky, used to keep her curtains closed all day. I didn't want to see the empty street, she admitted, but keeping the light out just made me feel heavier. The fourth trap is avoiding finances or safety upgrades. Sometimes it's easier to not think about it, but unaddressed bills, unsafe stairs, expired medications, or loose rugs create hidden stress that slowly chips away at your peace of mind. Paul, a 69-year-old veteran from Alabama, avoided opening his mail for weeks. I knew there were bills in there, he said, but ignoring them felt easier than dealing with them. Until it didn't. The fifth trap is perhaps the most dangerous trap of all. It's the quiet belief that your best days are behind you, that you've already lived your purpose, that nothing exciting or meaningful can happen anymore. This mindset, often unspoken, becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The good news: each of these traps can be reversed gently, step by step. Let's talk about how. The first secret is to redefine alone as in control. Freedom isn't about being by yourself, it's about owning your time. Betty started with something simple, a morning anchor, one small activity she did every single day at the same hour. For her, it was brewing a cup of tea while listening to her favorite morning radio show and watering her kitchen plants. It took less than 15 minutes. But those 15 minutes gave her day a starting point. RH. If she could count on ... Here's a micro habit you can try. Write one sentence each morning beginning with "Today I choose." For example, "Today I choose calm," or "Today I choose to try something new." This trains your mind to connect solitude with empowerment, not emptiness. Harvard's Adult Development Study, one of the longest-running studies on happiness in history, found that people who maintain consistent daily meaning, even through small rituals, report significantly higher emotional satisfaction and resilience. You're not filling time. You're creating intention. The second secret is to design your emotional space. Your home can be a sanctuary or a silent weight. Small visual shifts can lift your spirit dramatically. Sharon transformed her home by making 3 ample changes. She opened her curtains every morning to let in natural light. She replaced harsh fluorescent bulbs with warm white ones. She placed small joy triggers in every room, a photo fro, a trip she loved, a postcard from her granddaughter, a seashell from the beach. According to the National Institute on Aging, light exposure in the morning helps regulate circadian rhythms, improving both mood and sleep quality. Sunlight is medicine. Here's a pro tip. Place one joy trigger in every room, something that makes you smile instantly. Maybe it's a framed quote, a drawing from a grandchild, a souvenir from a moment when you felt proud or loved. These small anchors remind you that joy still lives here. The third secret is to talk, even when no one's there. Conversation is a muscle, and like any muscle, it weakens when unused. If you live alone, consider scheduling social appointments with purpose. Call an old friend every Sunday afternoon, join an only any book club or local walking group. Say hello to the cashier or your neighbor. Those micro interactions still count. A 2020 study from the NIH found that adults who maintain at least 10 minutes of real conversation daily report 30% lower perceived loneliness scores, even if those conversations are brief. Charles started volunteering at his local library once Eek. I still live alone, he said, but I'm never lonely anymore. I talk to people. I help. I matter. It's important to note that Charles shared his personal experience with us in a letter. While his story is real and inspiring, everyone's journey is different. What worked for him may need adjustments for you. Always discuss major lifestyle changes with your healthcare provider too. Find what's best for your unique situation. The fourth secret is to keep your mind engaged and your body confident. Mental independence feeds emotional strength. Donna started small. She learned one new thing each week, a recipe, a phone trick, a craft. She began taking 10-minute walks around her block every afternoon. She kept a challenge notebook, writing down one thing that felt hard, then noting what helped her overcome it. Mayo Clinic research shows that regular movement and cognitive engagement reduce anxiety and boost serotonin, your feel-good neurotransmitter. Here's a bonus tip: pair movement with meaning. Walk to deliver a note to a neighbor. Stretch while listening to your favorite song. It's not just exercise, it's connection in motion. It's important to remember that Donna shared her experience with us, and we're grateful for her openness. However, everyone's physical abilities and health needs are different. Before starting any new exercise routine, even gentle ones, please consult with your doctor to ensure it's safe and appropriate for you. The fifth secret is to build a safety net you can trust. True peace of mind comes knowing you're protected. Paul finally tackled his financial stress by taking 3 simple steps. He set up automatic payments for his regular bills. He kept emergency contacts visible on his fridge and programmed into his phone. He reviewed fall hazards in his home, loose rugs, poor lighting, cluttered hallways, and made small fixes. He also created a confidence corner, a small folder with copies of key documents, medical information, and emergency contacts all in one place. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports that fall prevention and organized planning significantly reduce anxiety among older adults living alone. Here's a mindset reframe. You're not preparing for emergencies because you expect them. You're doing it so you can relax knowing you ready. Paul put it perfectly. Once I got organized, I stopped worrying, and when I stopped worrying, I started living again. It's worth noting that Paul shared his journey with us, and his story offers valuable lessons. However, financial and safety planning should always be personalized. Consider speaking with a trusted financial advisor, healthcare provider, or local senior services for guidance tailored to your specific circumstances. Betty's story didn't end with one tea and radio morning. It grew. She started volunteering at her local community center. She reconnected with an old friend. She planted a small garden. Today, at 72, she still lives alone, but she's no longer lonely. I finally realized, she told us, that being alone doesn't mean being abandoned. It means I get to choose what fills my life. And that's freedom. You deserve to feel strong again. You deserve to feel purposeful. You deserve to wake up with peace, not dread, so here's your challenge. Choose just one small habit from today's video. Start tonight or tomorrow morning. Maybe it's opening your curtains, writing one sentence of intention, calling an old friend, taking a 10-minute walk, just one, and then, after 1 week, come back and tell us how you feel in the comments. We read every single one, ready to feel better. Subscribe now so you don't miss the next step in your journey. Hit that bell icon, and let's keep walking this path together. If you found even one idea helpful today, please like this video and share it with someone you care about. Your support helps more seniors discover simple, science-backed ways to live well, independently, and joyfully. Many people wonder whether it's normal to feel lonely even if they stay active. Absolutely. Loneliness isn't about how busy you are, it's about the quality of connection you feel. Deep, meaningful contact matters far more than constant activity. Even one genuine conversation per week can make a significant difference. Others ask whether meditation or breathing exercises really help with loneliness. Yes, they can. Mindfulness and gentle breathing can reduce stress hormones, like cortisol, and increase feelings of calm and centeredness. Many seniors use free apps like Calm, Insight Timer, or simple guided YouTube videos. Start with just 5 minutes a day. Some viewers want to know how to stay motivated too. Keep a daily routine. Start tiny. Focus on a 5-minute win each morning, something so small it feels impossible to fail. Success builds momentum and naturally, don't aim for perfection. Aim for consistency. What if you're shy or introverted? Connection doesn't have to mean crowds or parties. Even talking to a pet, journaling, or sending one kind message a day counts. Quality beats quantity every time. Honor your personality. Just don't let shyness become isolation. Many ask whether there are community programs for older adults living alone. Yes, there are. Many local YMCAs, libraries, senior centers, and faith communities offer wellness programs, social clubs, or volunteer opportunities. Most are free or low cost. Call your local area agency on aging for resources in your area. Some people struggle with how to handle finances without feeling overwhelmed. Keep it simple. Automate bills where possible. Review statements once a month. Ask your bank about senior-friendly alerts or support services. And remember, asking for help is a strength, not a weakness. Finally, what if why? We have mobility limits or chronic pain. Focus on what's possible. Chair yoga, gentle stretches, or short walks with a walker or cane. Every bit of movement supports mood, independence, and circulation. Always check with your doctor before starting any new physical activity. Let me share a quick summary of what we've covered today. When it comes to routine, avoid unstructured, aimless days. Instead, create a simple morning anchor. This builds purpose and reduces stress. For social connection, don't rely only on TV or social media. Engage in real conversations, even brief F1s. This activates your social brain and reduces loneliness. Regarding your home environment, avoid dim, cluttered, stale rooms. Add light, comfort, and joy triggers. This lifts mood and improves sleep. When it comes to movement, don't spend long sedentary hours. Take 10-minute walks or do gentle stretching. This boosts mood and maintains independence. For your mindset, don't give in to fear of being alone. Reframe solitude as freedom and control. This builds confidence and inner strength. On safety matters, don't ignore risks and clutter. Prepare, simplify, and organize. This reduces anxiety and prevents falls with finances. Avoid ignoring bills or feeling overwhelmed. Automate payments, review monthly, and ask for help. This brings peace of mind and financial stability. For emotional health, don't suppress your feelings, journal, breathe, and reach out to others. This provides emotional release and clarity. Regarding purpose, reject the belief that your life is done. Try new roles, volunteer, mentor, or learn something new. This renews your sense of meaning, and when talking to your doctor, instead of just essay, you feel lonely sometimes, ask what programs or habits could support your mood. This opens the door to personalized resources. Here's a simple daily routine you might consider. In the morning, in your curtains, brew tea or coffee, and write today I choose in a journal. At lunch, take a 10-minute walk outside or call a friend. In the evening, tidy one small area, turn on warm lighting, and read or listen to calming music. As a bonus, place one joy trigger somewhere visible, a photo, quote, or memento that makes you smile. Save this information, screenshot it, NT it, share it with someone you care about. The insights we've shared today come from solid research. The Harvard Adult Development Study from Harvard University in 2017 found the long-term happiness correlates with daily purpose and emotional connection, not wealth or marital status. The Mayo Clinic in 2021 published findings on loneliness and health showing that chronic loneliness can increase inflammation and cardiovascular disease risk, while meaningful engagement can help lower it. The National Institute on Aging in 2022 noted that environmental factors like morning light, exposure, and decluttered spaces improve emotional regulation and sleep quality in older adults. The National Institutes of Health in 2020 found the just 10 minutes of conversation daily supports brain performance and emotional balance. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in 2023 reported on fall prevention for older adults, showing that organized safety planning reduces both physical injury and anxiety in seniors living alone. And the Pew Research Center in 2022 found that over 27% of U.S. adults aged 60 and older live alone, and that emotional well-being, not cohabitation, predicts life satisfaction. Now, before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something important. Everything we've shared today is for educational purposes to help you make informed choices about your health and emotional well-being. I always encourage you to work with your doctor or with care provider before making any significant changes to your lifestyle, routine, or physical activity. They know your personal health history best and can guide you on what's right for your specific situation. Every person is unique, and what worked wonderfully for Betty, Sharon, Charles, Donna, and Paul might need small adjustments for you. Your health care team is your best partner in this journey toward living happily and independently. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.